Okay, so before we start with the first question, it might be a good idea just for the Select staff to introduce themselves and say what they do. So if I can start with you, Fiona.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Fiona Cornwall. I'm the Employment and Skills Operations Manager for Select. We also have a responsibility for anything and everything to do with the SGIB.
Great, thank you. Malcolm?
Okay, Sandra, I know most people here, but my name's Malcolm Duncan. I've worked for Select for a number of years, and up till about 3 years ago I was on the technical side. And although I'm still technical, most of my work now is preparing and presenting training courses. So a few people here have already seen me a couple of times this week due to the training facility. So Malcolm Duncan, training side.
Thank you. Okay, Ian?
Thanks, Sandra. My name's Ian Mason. I'm Director of Membership and Communications at Select.
Fantastic. Fiona Smith?
Hi, I'm Fiona Smith and I'm the member rep for Ayrshire, Dumfries and Galloway and the Borders.
Great. And we also have Alan Wilson with us. Alan?
Yeah, hi everyone. Alan Wilson, I'm Managing Director of Select.
Okay. And I'm Sandra Bennett, so I'm Membership Manager, so I look after the admin guys in the office and I also look after the member reps who are out in the field. So that's us. Okay, so without any further ado, we will get cracking. So the first question was from Colin Johnston, who doesn't appear to be with us at the moment. However, we can update Colin with the answer following the session. His question was how to get more funding for existing apprentices. As I see, they're not throwing money at new starts. So Fiona, would you like to give us an update on that?
Yeah, Anna Galbraith wasn't able to be here tonight, but she did have a response. She agrees with Colin. There is money available, but however, they're generally not suited for electrical employers. Anne is meeting with Jamie Hepburn, Minister of Skills and Fair Work next week to discuss employer support for the incoming intake for our apprentices in this industry. She notes in the question and suggests that Colin or anybody who is interested in seeing whether or not they're eligible for additional funding contact their local authorities because they all operate slightly differently. So it may be that some local authorities do have something that we could benefit from and others may not, but you need to contact your local authority to find out more information. If Anne gets some feedback from Jamie Hepburn, she will feed it back through SECT, the training officers, and possibly in other communications with members.
Thanks, Fiona. Any questions, comments around that? Alan?
Yeah, I can maybe add a little more to that. What Fiona's just said. Jamie Hepburn was actually part of a call that I took part in a few weeks ago. I now represent the industry on what's called the Construction Leadership Forum, which is chaired by the Government Minister Kevin Stewart. And Jamie Hepburn was a guest on that actual call. So I took the opportunity to raise it with him, and I know, as Fiona said, Anne will be as well. I think the term that springs to mind for me in relation to this additional funding is window dressing. The government know that the hoops that people have to go through to get the access to the funds is going to be so difficult that it's going to be difficult for employers in our sector and in fact all aspects of construction to actually get the additional funds. And what Jamie at the meeting said when I pressed him on it is that they're actually looking to move the fund forward into 2021 recruitment, so Q2 and Q3 at that time, and things are still looking potentially difficult. They were preparing for the possibility of recessionary pressures being applied. So as Fiona said, Anne will come back through Select to advise you on what the outcome of the meeting was. But unless Jamie Hepburn's had a change of heart between 2 weeks ago and next Monday, I suspect the advice will be that they'll look at it again in the future. But that's not to say that we'll give up. We'll obviously keep pressing the case.
Okay, thanks, Alan.